Hello everyone, welcome to For Honor. This video is sponsored by Ubisoft. Click the link in the description to sign up for the For Honor beta. Let's get into this game, you guys. So this is an alpha build. It's a work in progress build, but it's pretty crazy. This thing is touted as a medieval hack and slash style game, but I can tell you it's much deeper than that from the little bit of gameplay that I've played so far. You know, hack and slash usually, or button mashing, it's not that at all. I went in there thinking, oh, I'm gonna just go in and stab and slice and do this and do that, and I was getting destroyed. My first couple of games, I couldn't get, it's one of those rhythm, one of those, you gotta watch where the other guy has his sword or his axe or his katana, if it's at his right side, his left side, over his head, and it'll give you an indicator that you can then counter those moves by putting your sword right, left, or overhead, and also switch on attack to do this. And it takes some coordination, you guys. It was so much fun trying to learn the mechanics to get in there and really try and, find some success in fighting these dudes. The other thing I found was be very careful to be running around on your own. There's right now I think there's 3 game modes right now in the alpha, which is Dominion. It's what you're seeing here is a 4v4 with AI that are fighting in the middle of the battle. There's a Brawl mode, which is a 2v2 mode. There's also a duel mode, which is 1v1, which is pretty cool. It's like the cage match element, you know? You take on your friends, take on randoms, and just a 1v1 battle, like best 3 out of 5, something like that. I haven't got to jump in there yet, but I'm definitely going to give that a try. Those are some of the game types offered in this alpha. What I've noticed is you need to really stick around with your teammates, because I found myself caught out, or I found a teammate, maybe he was hurt and he took off running, and I thought, all right, we can take these guys 2v2, and all of a sudden destroyed. It's possible, if you're good, you can counter the guy you're fighting, but you can also counter the second guy attacking you, but you have got to be quick on the sticks. I'm telling you, this is being played on PlayStation 4, and it was pretty crazy. So there's 3 classes. I showed the first one was some knight gameplay. Here's a little Viking going on right now. They have knights, Vikings, and samurai. There's some talk about them being the 3 factions called the Legion, the Chosen, and the Warborn, which is knights, samurai, and Viking. There's 4 different classes for each faction. There's a vanguard, assassin, a heavy, and a hybrid. And I don't know anything about the hybrid yet, but what I think it's supposed to be is a combination of the other 3 classes. Each faction is unique. Each faction's vanguard is different than the other. They have different characteristics. So you'll need to play each one to kind of find your role. The vanguard is touted as being the most balanced for offense and defensive characteristics. There's an assassin, which is fast, really fast on the battlefield, but does less damage. But you can attack faster, you can move faster, run, you can block, pivot, roll, do all those things faster in the assassin class. And then there's a heavy class that's really good at defense and capturing points, which is essential on this game mode that we're playing here, where you need to capture these points. Once you get the points by capturing these locations, it tells you to attack, and you've got to kill and wipe out the enemy, and that's how you win the game. And obviously, there's battles going on to get to that point, but it's really back and forth. It's pretty cool how it goes back and forth on this. So the heavy class would be good to take over a location, defend it, because you've got really good defense, but you're slow. You're really slow-moving character. There's axes in here. There was I played a character that had like a mace, almost I don't know if he had a shield and a mace. There's obviously swords, swords for the knights. There's the katanas for the samurai. I also had a Viking character that had dual, like almost not tomahawks, but dual axes for the Vikings. And he was running around doing his thing. A lot of fun, really fun, different classes and weapons. So I started off playing, I think, the knight. and I wanted to play each class. I played the Knight, and then I played the Viking, and I was getting destroyed by a lot of people playing the Samurai class. The Samurai class is, I think it takes a little bit more, I don't know if it takes more finesse or skill or what it is, but these guys had it on point, and they were really able to go in there and destroy my teammates and then destroy me, because once it goes like a 1v2, either run away, you run away, try and find a teammate and try and balance the odds. I recommend don't take on people by more than one person by yourself, because those attacks come in crazy. And if you're blocking one guy and another guy comes in with a power attack because you have a light attack, which obviously uses less stamina drain, and it's a quicker attack. Then you have a power attack, which will use more of your stamina drain, and it'll do a lot more damage. So 1v1, it's a little bit harder to pull off power attacks. You're more doing the light attacks on each other. But if you're fighting a guy and you're blocking, you're holding your own, then another guy comes in, he could just come in with a wailing power attack and really come down on your head and take you out. So what the developers were going for with this system was what they called feel the weight of the weapon, in quotes. You want to feel the weight of the weapon. And if you think about that, if you play this and you think about that, it's true. When you have that axe, you say power attack or you say quick attack, you really feel, okay, I'm winding up, I'm going in, and bam, I go for the hit, right? If you got that samurai sword, it's a lot lighter, a lot more efficient. You can really feel the weight of the weapon in how fast or how slow it is. Same thing with the shield, blocking. You watch that indicator, you lock onto the target you're fighting, you watch the indicator, what's going on, and you try and block, counter. There's a charge move where you can stun them, you can break through a shield, where if they've got kind of a shield lockdown going, you can break the shield. There's rolls, which I was having a hard time with the roll. I'm not the most coordinated guy out here, but I had these samurai guys rolling away from me. It was pretty crazy. I had a lot of fun, and I've only really played a couple hours worth in the first day of this alpha here. It's a lot of fun. I think this game actually has, besides all of these gameplay mechanics and characteristics that I've been talking about, it's actually a really incredible looking game. To get a game to look so good and have these complex mechanics in fighting, I think is pretty cool. I'm one of those people that really look for games that look good. They look as good as they play. It's easy to dumb down graphics to get your mechanics to run better, but to make the game look this good and play so good, it plays really well for an early alpha build. This is definitely a work in progress, but I think they're making some really good headway. And I like it. I like the idea of knights and Vikings, samurai. I like that idea. You can have knights, Vikings, and samurai all on the same team. See, you just pick your character. It's not like knights versus Vikings or Vikings versus samurai. You can mix and match on the team. You pick whatever you want. You're on one side is blue, one side is orange. So if you're ranking a character, you're going to be able to play that character irregardless of who you're matched against. And that's going to come into play as you develop your characters further along to see what their strengths, what their weaknesses are. You might see that the other team is a team of samurai, or they're a mixed team, or they're a team of Vikings. Whatever it may be, you will adjust your character or your class to counter whatever they're doing. It has a lot of growth potential, and it has a lot of deep, cool gameplay mechanics. Again, you guys, there's a link in the description for you guys to click. Go over there to take you to Ubisoft, sign up for the beta so you guys can get a chance to play this. This video has been sponsored by Ubisoft. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it.